Hey, everybody. Sorry, we've been having some tech difficulties here. But it's cool because I've been seeing your chat in the comments, and I just wanted to make sure that, yes, we're here, we're live. Hello, Raphael.
Hello. I
For
gave
those of
up.
you, for those of
Like
you
I'm
who
here.
haven't met Raphael, she is a super close and wonderful, magical friend of mine, and yeah, so we do a lot of stuff together, and it's about time we kind of dust off doing live streams together again. So thanks for being here, girly.
Happy to be here.
Happy to have you. I see people who have been in the chat all along here. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for being here and for all the well wishes and saying hello and hello. Welcome. We were trying to stream live to Raphael's accounts too, and hopefully next time we'll figure this stuff out. So yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
No
Hopefully.
promises.
So energy, holy moly, yeah. We wanted to do this because it's kind of nice to have the opportunity to put our intention out there, energetically speaking. At least that's kind of my intention to do that. 3:33. Oh, interesting. Clearly your Eastern time. That's my number.
That will be interesting because I already pulled some cards, and there's like a significant energy there with those numbers. So quite interesting.
Perfect.
So hold that number in your head.
I love it. So do you want to share a little bit about what your intention is for this?
Well, I felt that we were going to do like there's going to be two energies of the week, and we were going to tune into the energy, and like we're not always on the same wavelength or energy, right? So there's some dips and things, and so like we were going to get you to pick a number or a letter, like A or B, and Lorraine was going to do one, and I was going to do one. So if you have, let's do, pick a number 1 or 2 and say Lorraine can be 1 and I'll be number 2. And that's your energy forecast for this week.
So it's kind of like pick a card.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. So if you just want to tune into receiving the energy info that you figure you need, or the energy update, just put 1 or 2 in the comments. And this is great too for those of you who do end up watching this as a replay when it's not a live stream. But I also want to first start out by saying that with our intuition, at least this is an epiphany I've had, is sometimes we want to trust our intuition, but sometimes it's difficult to just, it feels like we're guessing. Do you know what I mean? Like at least I believe more now in my intuition than I did before, obviously, because I've been getting feedback, and you connect with people like Raphael and I connect, that see a different perspective, and which I love, because we are in different places. We align so well, and yet at the same time, sometimes we just don't believe our own. I want to say believe our own Kool-Aid. We're not drinking our own Kool-Aid enough. Does that make sense?
Well, I think that's the hardest thing, right? Like we're like, and that goes with anything in life. Like we're such good advocates for everyone else, but we're for the most part, most people are the worst advocates for themselves, and so that's like we trust in what other people are doing, and we don't trust ourselves. So it's about shifting that mindset and starting to believe in self more and intuition, what have you, anything in life, right? Putting the trust in your being more.
Yeah, absolutely. The alignment of energies. Yeah, exactly. But sometimes we get, well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that is. And we need to be led every now and then, or at least, little ideas popped into our head about how that can work. So what comes up?
Yeah, or finding like-minded people and individuals that help enhance and growth. And why is there schooling? Why is there classes? Why are there groups? Why are there all this kind of stuff? Because we learn together.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know my experiences, it's also, I'll learn from somebody else's questions or ideas where I might not even have thought of that on my own, because we can't learn in a vacuum. We can't learn segregating ourselves from those experiences, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just saying hello. Hello. Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. So what energy message? Choose one or two. The energy message you want to receive. You should have put yourself as one, and I'll be two, because this was kind of your idea, and I'm always like,
well, let's I'll be number one this week.
Yay!
All right,
number one. You're
pick
number one
or
who's
two.
Who? Okay, we don't have our labels on our names. How come?
I'm a Raph.
It's not showing that. I'm Lorraine. I'm number two apparently today, and Raphael is number one. But yeah, usually it shows our name, but for some reason it's not showing it.
And maybe I have no control over this whole thing, which is probably.
Doesn't that feel good? That's too close.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason it's not showing what our name is.
Okay. So yeah, I'll be one. Lorraine's number two. And I kind of cheated last night. I was going to bed. And I'm like, what are the energy forecasts for this week? And some quick energies popped into my head. So what I intuitively downloaded last night was opportunities, knocks on the door, what have you, knocks from the universe, phone calls, something that you have been waiting for, right? It's kind of felt like a waiting game for quite a while, but now that waiting game is over. And, there's going to be a lot more opportunities to be a part of something. And so, it's going to be up to you to step forward and say yes, or put yourself out there and say, hey, I'm available for certain energies or certain things that you've been waiting for. And I feel like a lot of you have already energetically felt it. You might not have been able to put the pin into exactly what it is, but you have a pretty good, strong understanding of what you would like to receive or work towards or to be a part of, is what I truly feel. And yet again, I played around earlier and I pulled 3 cards. So the first card, and this is for the beginning of the week, is ears wide open. And look at that number. Someone was saying, 33. So a lot of these cards, I got 3s with this week. And so ears wide open. And the energy with this is like, pay attention to the energy that surrounds you. Opportunities will be taking place. So the beginning of the week is being open and ready to receive and feeling the opportunities that are becoming closer and closer to you. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities. And the number 33 is definitely a master number. And basically the universe has your back. It's time to step in. So that's just for the beginning of the week. And then as the week goes forward, the other card I pulled is Time Machine. And so this is for midweek. And yet again, number 3. And basically what I picked up for this card is, the waiting game is over. The blocks, or what has appeared as blocks in your life, are now being moved out of your way. Obstacles are being moved. And clearing your path, like your path is definitely going to be clear. Step into it, and new beginnings, stepping in, harmony, stability, and all the good stuff. And so that's also goes with the number three, opportunities, stepping in, feeling harmony with the flow of how it's going to be taking place also.
Wow. Love it.
And yeah, well, I know you love the threes. And then this is for the end of the week, and it's 42, which turns into 6. And so that is, I see as 5 as like, oh, almost at the completion. And, your path isn't over. Like it's like beginning, new beginnings, new things. So you've completed the first task, and now it's stepping into the new energy of going forward. And so this is the end of the week. Smoke and mirrors, confirmation will be received. You always knew this, but you kind of doubted it. And, you allowed doubt to, settle into your mind, so on and so forth. But there was that urge that always made you want to continue and fight for or hold on just a little bit longer. So basically, you're releasing all the doubts and embracing more of yourself, more of your powerful self. Especially it has a lot to do with the mind and the mindset that you have been in, and it's just bringing in confirmation of your strong abilities and I knew this. And at the end of this was also I heard a little giggle, is like the energies of what the universe was saying is you're going to be telling yourself, I told you so. And so maybe that's you're saying that to the doubt that has settled into your mind of like, I knew that this wasn't true, and I'm doing this. Or maybe people that have maybe put doubt in your mind is just like, no, I trusted myself and I knew that this was the right path. So yeah, so the energy of the end of the week is basically numerology. Also with this card is gained wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and completion. So there you go for whoever picked number 1.
Wow, that was awesome. I love it. I always love your insight. So we've got some responses here too. Ascending Universal Butterfly, really like that card. I think it was the first card. They're nice.
Yes, ears wide open.
Yeah. Those are oracle cards, and that message really resonates for me. And then Nicole says she picked number 1s before you guys changed it up, but stayed with number 1, and she was at 33% battery and had to plug it in. Now all those 3s. I love it.
There we go.
Yeah, beautiful. Wonderful messages. I love that. Yes. So definitely, if you resonate with that, take that in. Watch the replay too, and to really integrate and see how that showed up for you this week. This is why we want to actually keep this short too, to like 30 minutes max, so it's easy to go back to. So for number 2, typical me, flying by the seat of my pants. I didn't have anything organized, like Raphael put some intention behind it.
No, I came here, I'm like,
I love it. Yeah, Jackie's saying that fits me. Wow, Raph, that fits me.
Aww, yeah, wonderful.
Yeah. And how the universe confirms the messages. Yeah, it's interesting to find that out and to see how it shows up for you. So, yeah, so what I picked is I chose like an oracle and a tarot because, that's kind of how I got a roll. So the beginning of the week, I got in here, I'm going to just highlight myself here so it's easier for everyone to see. I got the Chamber of Secrets. No, sorry, Harry Potter fan. Sorry. The Chamber of Violet Flame. And it says, I know it's blurry, it says karmic release and radical transformation. So we all love the beginning of the week where it just feels like the energy is fresh and it's like, what can I do with it? Of course, when I work the 9 to 5, Mondays were like Mondays, but we have that opportunity to transform that. right? And to just trust that we're in flow with what we need in this moment. And that also means that sometimes transformation is a bit awkward and uncomfortable, but we got to keep referring to how we want to show up and how we want to be. And it's interesting because the tarot card that I got is the Six of Pentacles. And it really feels like this is where you need to not find the balance and look for the balance. You need to be the balance. And that means when you're starting to wobble, you've got to know you're starting to go over and bring yourself back into self. What I'm picking up is like self-calibration. And that's the way of it. It's like trying to pave a road. They don't always do just a straight line. It starts to make curves here and there. And that's part of the process. It's not about things being so straight and linear, and it has to be exactly how you set it out to be. You've got to be willing to go with the flow and allow that wobble to be part of your experience and part of your process. So if you started out today waking up going, today, this is going to be the day, or this is going to be the week, and things kind of go for a crap, well, it's not saying that it didn't succeed. It's that's where you've got to be aware of that wobble. You've got to start trusting that it's time to recalibrate, and it happens from within. It's up to us. We can't control the circumstances that are happening around us, but we can start to go inward and say, what can I do with this? How can I use this as fuel to keep that beautiful flame glowing so it can lead me to where I need to go? And so midweek, and I mean, this stuff can show up whenever it's meant to. I got the Akashic Records, and it says, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. And to me, it goes with exactly what I had just picked up. Is it's a matter of really honoring those old stories, and then it's time to just let them go. The past is the past. We can't bring it back. We have to allow ourselves to just release what we can't change. As much as we want that perfection of things to work out in our head the way we really want it to, that's not the way it works out. And we know that. And logically, we do know that, but we still keep trying and butting up our heads against that thing. But I want it to work, but I want it to work. The freedom is in releasing all that and in trusting that there's a greater adventure that's awaiting us if we just stop trying to go down that same path we've been trying to go down. I feel like this is a message for me because that's kind of how I relate. And the tarot card that came with it is the moon. And it's just like the moon goes through its phases. It remembers the time when it was just the new moon, like last week, and it's growing, and then it becomes so full and great, and then it recedes again. And it's not wistful. Oh, remember what it was like when I was just a sliver of them. It's honoring the cycles that it's gone through. I know I'm talking about it like it's an entity, but it's at the same time, this is us and this is our energy, and it's honoring the past, but it's also celebrating what's meant to come. And we don't know. Yeah, they say Akashic Records, everything's kind of written, but we don't know. And this is why we don't know. This is why it's none of our business what our future holds, because we need to have that free will and freedom to let it unfold. So that to me is the message for the midweek. And for the end of the week, we're getting back up there in these awesome higher vibration energy. We've got the Arcturian light codes, and it says evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. And I love that it's I got the King of Swords to go with it. Definitely, this is the place where once you release all of that intellectual and it should turn this way and I should be doing this, when you release that energy, you're in a state of surrender and giving into the energies of the what ifs. And you're allowing that higher consciousness to lead you forward, to lead you into the end of the week, where it's going to give you that opportunity to really be excited about, yeah, I don't know. And I'm okay with not knowing how it's going to turn out, because I'm living every day as if it's the gift that it truly is. And I really, really, truly believe that when we allow ourselves to focus on what really matters, which is often the minute little moment that's happening right now, we're honoring that higher intelligence within us. And yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get for the week.
Beautiful.
Let's see. Do we have anything here? I'm going through a transformation, just allowing to shape itself. Yes, exactly. We want to control so much because we think it's safer, and yet we have no idea what the universe is bringing. Lorraine, I'm feeling this Akasha. Yeah, it's a beautiful card, isn't it? This is the Gateway of Light activation. And I'm looking forward to every adventure, whether known or unknown. It's so freeing. Yes, isn't it? It takes those shackles off, that energy of just going with the flow, with your own self-control, right? That's all you need to control. If, there's any such thing as that. Yes, downloads have been quite heavy. Yeah. So what do you think, Raph?
I think it's wonderful, and I think we're all doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. So have faith in allowing that flow to happen. So, it sounds like a lot of people are, and just trusting more. I think that's the major key here, is trust and patience. Yeah.
I know you and I. Go ahead.
And self-nurturing. I think this is a lot of time for self-care and really, looking within and knowing where your power lies, and building on that self-belief in self more going forward. Yeah.
And for those who might think, I don't really believe in myself, I don't really have that self-control, and can only seem to focus on what's wrong because it feels safer to try and come up with a solution. It's like, love yourself where you are now and give yourself a bit of grace. If you don't know, you don't know. That's fine. But surrender into just loving yourself where you are now. And I think it's the key to really allowing yourself to trust yourself even more. Right? Because I know that the devil card has been coming up a lot in readings, and that's about things that are trying to distract us and keep us off our path. But that's truly part of the test of testing us, saying this is only a test. How are you going to work through stuff like this? And I think it's important to address that. Yeah, life isn't always simple and easy, and we need to give ourselves grace and surrender.
So if that card's been coming up a lot, I feel with people, what I really, or screamed out to me as you were speaking, is what are you willing to release and let go of and walk away from?
Mm-hmm.
So that was just screaming, and I just wanted to put my 2 cents in.
Yes.
So that was 3 cents. So
your $2 million worth of cents. Yes.
Yeah. So I have an idea. If anybody wants a reading, we can maybe do a quick 3-person reading, and I'll pick a number, and whoever gets closest to that number can receive a reading. Does that sound fair?
Sure. So you want them to pick a number?
Well, I'm going to pick a number, and I already have it. And then between 1 and 10.
So pop in the comments a number between 1 and 10. We'll choose 3 of you. I think we only have a couple people here live anyways, but let's see. What do we have? Some comments here. Thank you for being here and sharing your time and energy in this live. Thank you for being here and sharing your time and energy as well. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
So true about self-care and acceptance of the moment. Contrast is good on our journeys. From experience, we have a bouncing point. I love your wording. Okay, so we got a 9, we've got an 8, we've got another 8. Guys can't copy each other. And Zach, I saw earlier you said something about your mom up there. So is this energy for your mom you were looking for? We got a 3, we got a hello, hi. Delilah's here, hello, thank you, hope you're doing well too. So pulling, so we have a 9, an 8, and a 3. We're pulling cards for those who just got here.
Okay, for 3 people. So the number I had in my head was 3.
Come on, you guys, you should have known that. Nicole knew it.
Okay, but you know what? I'm going to give it to the people that also picked 9. 3, 6, 9.
Okay, there,
So
3 away. So we have Jackie and we have Nicole.
Yeah.
2 peeps.
I thought there was 2 people that picked 9.
No, 8.
Okay. Want to guess again, somebody?
2, 3.
All right, so let's do number 3 first.
All right.
And just a quick little thing.
I gotta put my cards back in the
Building
deck.
Nicole. All right, so Nicole, you got card number 43, Spirit of Gratitude. And I just really feel like there is a lot of new life being breathed into your atmosphere, into your surroundings. I'm also picking up maybe a new environment in which you're working, or a revamping of energies that are taking place or will soon take place. And so it's about not upkeeping, but beautifying the energies that surround you, and bringing it within also going forward. So there we go.
Beautiful. I love that. I'll pull a tarot card. And Zach, thank you for being here. We're going to pull a card for you. You'll be number 3. I'll share in just a second. I just want to stay in this energy for Nicole. You saw me shuffling, right? So we got the King of Swords again. So this is really a case of I mean what I say, and to really just trust where you're going and trust the path that you've got going for yourself. But I'm also getting, don't take yourself so seriously. And I know you know how to play and have fun. But it's not take yourself in a silly way, but just allow for some of that wobble space. Sometimes, you know, we really need to go off the path in order to understand where you want to actually be, because we think we want something, and yet sometimes we get it and it's like, oh, so trust the wobble is what I'm getting for you for that. All right, there you go. You are very welcome. So now let's go to Jackie, because she got number 9. So we'll let you go first.
Right now, what I'm picking up, right, like kind of that came to me, is there's been a lot of frustration, and just kind of it feels like you're running up against a brick wall. There's been blocks, there's been roadblocks, there's like not now energy happening with you. And the card I just pulled for you is 24, Let It Go. So you basically is, from what I picked up, just let it go in a new direction. There's other ways to achieve your goals. And I'll just leave that with you.
All right. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Woo! I got the 4 of Wands for you. And yeah, just building on that message Raphael had, this is sometimes we have to let go of having what we want show up in a specific way. I think this message is kind of repeating itself. And it's letting go of your perception of it and thinking that you shouldn't feel bad because it's not turning out. It really is truly celebrating where you are, because you're way different spot than where you were before. You're providing your own stability in your own way, and you're building something. So sometimes we don't see that time to celebrate yet, or we don't see that structure, but we still have to keep trusting that process and trusting ourselves and trusting that we're learning as we go. You're the construction worker who's learning the skills as you're building whatever it is you want to build. That's what I get from that. And Jackie saying, thank you, Raphael. Spot on. Yeah, she's awesome, right? Yeah. Give
You're
some love
welcome.
in the comments. Like, Raphael's just a magical being, and she's brought so much out of me that.
Don't say that, then I have to live up to it. I'm just me.
You totally do now. Pressure's on, babe. And yes, Lorraine, I know exactly what this is about. Okay, good. Yeah, one thing you'll learn about Raphael and I, well, for one, we're both Scorpios, and people, I've always been told Scorpios don't get along. Well, we get along, but we call each other on our own stuff sometimes. And yeah, it's quite a dynamic friendship for sure. All right, let's go back up to Zach. So Zach is saying, so much needed, still stuck after mom passed. Sending you lots of grace and gentle, peaceful energy for you. Sorry about that. And so it's challenging to move past and progress forward. And you know what? You have to allow things to happen in their own time. This is my own personal experience. Raphael dropped some cards. I could tell the look on her face. There's going to be days where you're like, yeah, I think I'm really handling this. I think I can do this. I think I can do life without my mom around. And you think you're doing good. And then next thing you know, you get sideswiped by, oh my God, the grief is just as fresh as if it's the day it happened. And you just have to really just allow it to be what it's going to be, and trust that you will find a way to just live with it. You're never going to get over it, because it's something that's just part of life and part of what you have experienced. So if you're always looking to get over something, it's not going to happen in that way. And I hope that makes sense, because I wish someone had said that to me when I was going through that. Raph, do you have anything to add?
Well, I have a lot of personal experiences, but we won't touch on that. But it's not. It's something that you become accustomed to. So the grief isn't as heavy, and it's not as like slapped in the face. It's like you learn to live with it, and and it just takes time, and there's no time on healing. So just allow the process, and be very, very gentle with yourself and honor yourself, and listen to what your body, mind, spirit, soul needs. Whether it be a good cry or a shoulder to lean on or some quiet time alone. So, but the two cards, what first came to me energetically was, or universally, was you. Like I just pick up that you've kept yourself so busy, and busy. So you're not taking the time to listen or to feel or to just allow things to settle. And what I picked up, and it just felt like it was a message that was coming through, to get out into nature and find some quiet moments and just to feel, and maybe honor the energy of your mom. And I don't know if she there's a connection there, I feel, about getting out into nature and feeling that energy more. Um, and then also the other card, and it came face down. So this is shining through, and it's like, shining through and getting through things and bringing new light. And there's beauty in everything that happens in life, even though it doesn't always feel that way. And there's still beauty around you. And what I really feel is there's a lot of beauty around you coming from the other side, which you're not maybe ready to see and maybe pick up messages. But the more you find quiet reflection, especially in nature, and there's something about a field where there's a certain place that is sentimental, I feel, that you're going to start being able to receive messages from loved ones or know their presence is there with you. So hopefully that resonated a little bit, and there we go.
That's beautiful. And I'm picking up that even if you can't physically go to that space right now, you know it in your soul. You can close your eyes and use your imagination that you're there, and just be in that energy. But yeah, finding yourself in nature and however you can get there is very very, very powerful. Oh, lifeline from both. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to pull a tarot card here for you for a message. Okay. We have the Emperor. I'm getting Aries energy from this for some reason. So to me, it's almost like in the air, I can't even talk. In a few months, like in the Aries area, which is what, April, it feels like that'll be a time when you're able to really start feeling like there's more solid ground under your feet. And I know I don't usually give like time constraints to things, like Raphael knows, like time, I don't know. But to me, this feels like you need to go through this process and find your own inner strength. And sometime in the early spring, you are going to find a way to honor what you have been going through and honor your mom's energy. But right for now, it feels like you just have to allow yourself to just go through it. And sometimes it feels like you're kind of in a runaway train and you can't control it. And you just got to surrender to it and just allow yourself to know that there are anchors of energy in a good way, like other family, friends, connecting with people who just kind of align you. So it kind of helps keep you together. But ultimately, it's your choice. You're keeping yourself together. So give yourself a heck of a lot more credit than you maybe have been giving yourself. And that's the message I got for you. Let's see. Got lots of love and emojis. I love it. Jackie says, in my lowest moments, whatever the weather, just time in my garden space has helped me, even with umbrella in the rain. I love the rain, though, and watching a storm. Oh, I love storms, too. Mm-hmm. Elliot doesn't like the storms, but I still love them. Delilah saying, sending love and hugs to you, Zach. They're both right. Yes, we're right, Raph. Yay! And then Delilah says, sometimes you can fight the feeling. Sometimes you can't. Allow yourself to feel the process. Don't let it consume you past 24 hours. That's good advice. Doing that helped me a lot. Hopefully that will help you too. I love it. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we've all got experience with this kind of stuff, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So you're welcome. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, sometimes it's easy to share with people you don't know, and sometimes it's not. So just being open like that, that's healing coming through. And I want to say too that something that made sense for me in the beginning was those times that I mentioned to you where it felt like I was finally doing well and then I would be blindsided. Later on, I looked at that as those were the times my mom was the closest to me. And that's why I could feel such deep grief and feelings, is because she was there and I could feel I was just in tune with it more. And there was something kind of sacred and sorrowfully beautiful about it for whatever reason, and I got goosebumps. So I what helps me is as I find symbolism in everything. Ooh, there's a hummingbird, that's my mom. Little things like that helped me see the magic and beyond her not being here anymore. So
Wonderful.
Allowing it to surface, feeling and letting it go, and the healing. Yeah, that's part of it. Exactly. Yeah. Love it. Wow, you guys have been amazing. So what do you think? What do you think of this? We plan on doing these every Monday, just tuning into the energy of what's going on. What do you think of my pal Raphael? Isn't she awesome? And next time, we're going to get your accounts figured out. She's on Facebook, Believe Loving Universal Energy.
Yes.
Is her Facebook. And I don't know what other channels, but we're going to figure out what she's got going on one of these days.
One of these days.
Come on early, like 30 minutes to figure out all the tech. So
I'm like, buttons.
Buttons to push and it's like I don't know what it is on my end because it looks different when you're hosting things.
Yeah.
Oh, love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. All right, everyone. Have a fantastic week. If you need a refresher, come back and watch the replay and make sure you love yourself and be gentle with yourself. Any last words, Raph?
Any last words? Good question. Put a smile on your face. It makes a big difference.
It does make a difference. I love it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and light. We'll see you next time. Peace out.